James Starling here for the DeeJam YouTube channel. After today's matchday experience, I'm joined by Hadleigh United manager Christian. How do you reflect on that? The first half, you know, if I said at half time, I don't really see where either team, if I'm being honest, are going to be creating a huge amount of chances, and then all of a sudden the game kind of turns very quickly after the second half. How do you reflect on it?
Yeah, obviously disappointing to lose. We think, certainly I do, and we've just talked about it, we think the 3 goals are preventable. We've not done enough to defend them. But, you know, I've got players out there who've given me everything for the last few weeks. You know, Norwich United are a really good side, you know, powerful. And we've had, you know, no excuses. We've had 9 players missing, and I think we've just come up short in the end. And that's been the telling point. You know, we wanted to have a go. I've got players sort of playing out of position, sort of 5 people who can play at the back for me missing. You know, we've had people making their first starts of the season having to slot in at the back, but they've done great. They've worked really hard, and you know, it's just gone. It's probably a game too far of recent games. Yeah.
Because I thought in the first 10 minutes they were trying to get the balls into the channels, they were trying to get balls into the box, they had a lot of corners, and I thought I can see this being a bit of a game plan, but you stopped that very quickly. So going in at half time with it being 0-0, how were you kind of feeling? What was your message to the boys?
I mean, we know the threats. You know, they've got the sort of big man, small man combo, and looking to get Stewart in behind, and we sort of nullified that, and we stayed, made sure we denied as much space as we could, so they couldn't do that. We knew there'd be a threat of set pieces as well. Rode a luck on a couple, defended the others really well, and it was a case of just making sure we were solid. But I think, as I said, just the game opened up. We sort of had tired legs. People switched off mentally, and as I say, the goals, which I feel were preventable. You know, certainly we've allowed Stewart in far too easily, and you know, we probably could have fouled him higher up the pitch before he's got through as well, and just let him through. And then from there, we sort of switched off for 10-15 minutes, and then conceded those goals, and you're out of the game. So yeah, it's we game plan worked first half, but as I say, psychologically, it's probably just people switching off mentally in the second.
Because you know, the first goal came from your corner,
yeah, it did, yeah.
which was very bizarre. I mean, his pace, he got in behind unbelievably well on that goal. But then the second one, I don't know if you know, but it actually hits the bar. It's not, because a lot of people understand, we're thinking that maybe the goalkeeper's come out and punched it, but it hits the bar and then just lands, and unfortunately that's just the way it goes, isn't it?
The trouble is as well, you know, it's come off the bar, but you've still got to mark your players, and unfortunately, you know, Josh Cheetham, who's been great for us over the last few weeks, he's been playing with tonsillitis the last 2 games. He's sort of, say, physically drained, subbed him off not too long after. He's just left his man. You know, he's still got to defend that second phase after it's come off the bar. So yeah, like I said, we certainly feel that preventable. But.
So moving forward now, how do you kind of reflect on the opening games of the season, and where are you kind of aiming towards now? Is this maybe, as you said, maybe a game too far? Is it a bit of a reality check for maybe some people, or was that never the attitude in amongst the team?
I don't think it's a reality check. I think today is the first game where I can hands up say, do you know what, they were better than us. Yeah. They deserved the win. I've got no complaints with losing to them, because they were better on the day, and much better. And as I said, you know, we were just tired bodies. I'd like to play them again at full strength, genuinely, because I feel, you know, we'll be a match for any team at full strength, but at this level you need your top players in and everyone fit and available. Disappointed with Kirkley, because that probably could have gone either way, and a sort of wicked deflected goal, a sort of nervous opening game to the season. We didn't do ourselves justice. And Newmarket, there was nothing in it for me either, and you know, apart from a 5-minute where they scored 2 goals spell, we were more than a match for them. So yeah, I think, you know, it's a case of, you know, we know when we play the top sides in this league, we've got to be at our best, sort of mentally, physically, and with our technical ability, and we've got to actually make sure we're really on it. But you know, apart from that, I can't knock the players for what they've done so far. They're putting their bodies on the line. They're literally putting everything into the game. They're really fighting tooth and nail for the club, and we've got some good performances with it as well. That never say die attitude. So you know, I think we just need to sort of regroup. You know, try and hopefully get a couple of bodies back maybe for midweek, which is unlikely. But you know, we're realistic to what we're going to do this year. We're going to be progressive over the next year or so, and we're certainly going in the right direction. But you know, we've just come up short today against a better side.
I mean, when you say being realistic in terms of the ambitions, I think a lot of people wouldn't have had you guys where you are on the table right now. How much, do you kind of pay that down to what these guys are doing and implementing your philosophy and style? Because, like I said, most people wouldn't have had you where you are. So it's been a brilliant start.
Yeah, and I think that's partly because I think people have underestimated us. We've got a system and a certain way of how we're playing at the moment, and it's quite hard for teams to figure out. I mean, today, as I said, they've got the goals and they're beating us hands down. But teams haven't, I don't think, got to grips with how we play, and the players we've got picking up certain positions and doing well. And as I said, I've got an honest bunch now who want to work really hard for the club. They want to train, they want to work the right way, and that's dividends on the pitch. But the important thing for us is, when you do get a defeat like today, you make sure it's not another defeat and we carry it on and just get that momentum back. But we're going to be fearless this year, and we're going to go at teams and look to play any team. Today, Norwich, one of the better sides. Yes, we're players missing, but we're going to have a go. We're going to have a go, and we've come up short today. And on other days, we may have nicked a win. So it is what it is. But we certainly know we can surprise a few teams this year.
Yeah, definitely. Well, good luck for the rest of the season. Really wish that we knew. Cheers.
Thank you.